Welcome to the online radio and television station. Here is today's news report. According to the Vietnam Coffee and Cocoa Association, with a vision to 2030, the total coffee growing area of Vietnam will reach 600,000 hectares with an expected export turnover of 5 to 6 billion US dollars.
In the past 10 years, Vietnamese coffee ranked second in the world in terms of production and export. In the next stage, the industry will diversify products towards strong brands and toward deep processing with 30 to 40% of total output. By 2030, the expected total output value is 200% of the current figure. According to the World Coffee Organization, in the recent years, coffee production has not changed much. In the 2014-2015 crop year, Vietnam's coffee output ranked second behind Brazil, and Vietnam has become the country with the largest Robusta output in the world. The Ministry of Industry and Trade believes that Vietnamese coffee needs to develop production and processing, strengthen the connection between production and trade, develop export markets, develop products in association with branding to reach the export target of 6 billion US dollars by 2030.
The government has just issued Resolution 195 on implementing key tasks and solutions in 2021, striving to achieve economic growth from 6 to 6.5%.
The government insisted on continuing to focus on implementing dual goals, not neglecting and subjective in facing the COVID-19 pandemic, taking advantage of opportunities to recover and develop society and economy in a new normal state, acting more drastically, striving with the highest determination to successfully implement the goals, targets, and tasks in 2021. The Prime Minister will issue documents to specify the laws and ordinances effective in 2021, complete legal corridors, mechanisms and policies, and build supported digital technology platforms, promote the development of digital economy, the fundamental economy, the sharing economy, and new types of businesses. According to the General Department of Customs, to alleviate the thirst for containers, the agency may liquidate more than 3,000 derelict containers at ports located in the Cát Lai port and Hải Phòng port. These are containers of consumer goods and imported tires that have been derelict for more than 90 days, some even for several years.
Since allegedly poisoned on November 17, opposition politician Alexei Navalny flew from Germany to Russia. Just after arriving at the airport in Moscow, Mr. Navalny was arrested.
Mr. Navalny was arrested at Sheremetyevo Airport in Moscow less than an hour after returning from Berlin. Russia said Navalny was arrested on charges of violating the probation rule and will be detained until the trial later this month. The trial will decide whether to convert Navalny's suspended sentence into a 3.5-year prison term. He is also in danger of facing troubles related to 3 other criminal cases. The US and Western countries quickly responded. Security advisor Jake Sullivan in the upcoming administration of US President-elect Joe Biden has suggested that Navalny be released. France, Poland, and Italy made similar calls. In response, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova asked the foreign leaders to respect international law and handle their domestic affairs.
After the wave of Honduras migrants flocked to the United States, the U.S. neighboring nation of Mexico was trying to stop the migrant steps in order to control the spread of COVID-19.
The National Immigration Institute of Mexico has strengthened its forces in the southern border area next to Guatemala to prevent illegal immigration, as a group of migrants of more than 9,000 Hondurans swarmed into Guatemala during their journeys to find their way to the U.S. Mexico also deploys soldiers of the Navy, National Defense and National Guard forces to the city of Hidalgo, the state of Chiapas, bordering Guatemala. In Guatemala, the current local security forces have detained and attempted to disperse migrants entering the Mexican border. The first migrant group this year formed in the context that the U.S. President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration is approaching. Mr. Biden is said to have a nicer approach to migrants than President Donald Trump.
That's all of the news today. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.